So in this video, I'll be showing you something you can make with your chicken suya, which is these suya tacos. They are absolutely delicious, they are healthy, and they are great for lunch or for dinner. So if you're a suya lover, keep watching. Or if you've never had suya or you don't like suya, I'm sure this recipe will make you change your mind. Now let's make it. So to make the chicken suya, we would of course need some chicken. So I'm using some chicken thighs here, but you can also use chicken breast. So we're going to cut this into cubes. So I want to make sure we cut them to be the same size as much as possible so that they cook evenly. So after cutting this, we are going to transfer them into a bowl. So I'm using 1 kg of chicken thighs here, and I will leave the full ingredient list in the description box. So we are going to season with some suya spice, paprika, some onion and garlic granules or powder, salt, black pepper, and then we're going to add in some oil and stir this together. So if you stay in Nigeria, you can pretty much get the suya spice at any store that sells spices. But if you don't stay in Nigeria, you can get the suya spice at any African store around you. So we're going to go ahead and thoroughly mix this together so that all the seasonings are well combined, and then we're going to set this aside. And if you have time, you can allow this to marinate for at least 2 hours, but if you're short on time, then you can just go ahead to grill this. So after mixing the meat, I allowed it to marinate in the fridge for about 4 hours, and after 4 hours I brought them out, and then for that typical suya look, I arranged them on the skewers. So it's important to note that before doing this, make sure you soak the skewers in water for about 10 minutes so that the sticks don't dry out in the oven. And at this point, before doing this, make sure you've preheated your oven to 200 degrees Celsius. And then we're going to lay this on a baking tray lined with parchment paper. And if you don't have the skewers, you can just lay the meat on the parchment paper like that, and it will still get the job done as well. So we're going to bake this for 15 minutes on this side, and then flip it over and bake for another 15 minutes. And after 30 minutes, this is what our suya is looking like, and it is well done. So we're going to set this aside. And now we'll make a very simple salad by combining some cucumbers, tomatoes, avocados, and then we're going to season this with some of that suya spice as well. Mix this together. You can also add in a little bit of salt and black pepper. So we're going to remove the suya from the baking tray and then use our mini tortilla wraps to soak up some of that oil. So we're going to heat up a pan on low heat, transfer the tortilla wraps to the pan, add in some cheese. I'm using some aged cheddar cheese, but you can also use mozzarella cheese. And now we are going to take out some of that chicken suya from the skewers and then add that into the tortilla wraps as well. So I used about 1.5 skewers for each wrap, and then we're going to use a spatula to just gently close this up. So we're going to allow this to warm up and get toasted or crisp, so you can allow this to get crisped up to your liking. So we're going to flip this so that each side gets evenly toasted, and be careful so that you don't burn your fingers. You can use 2 spatulas to do this as well. So the tortilla wraps have toasted up or crisped up to my liking. I'm going to transfer this to a chopping board, and then we are going to be adding the rest of the ingredients. So to each tortilla wraps, we're going to be adding in the simple salad we made earlier. You can add in as much as you want, but be careful so that you don't overfill it. I also added in a little bit of lettuce, but you can skip this if you don't want it. And then we're going to be adding in the sauce. So I'm using some garlic sauce here, and this is the one I'm using, but you can use any garlic sauce or any sauce at that you prefer. We're just going to gently drizzle this over the tortilla wraps, and that's it. And this tasted absolutely delicious, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be on repeat on your menu as well. If you give this recipe a try, let me know what you think about it in the comment section, and I'll come your way again with another absolutely amazing recipe.